Hey guys, happy Monday. I am coming to you from my car tonight because Camden has basketball practice. And you know what? It's really cool is we get to do this from anywhere. Okay. We literally get to build a business from anywhere. And so again, I am just gonna, yay, some queens are hopping on. All right. Um, so here we are. So we are hosting our Zoom tonight from the car. Okay, so as you're hopping on, just say hey. I want to start dropping, our weekly some IMs that you're focusing on this week. So as you hop on, drop them in the comment section. What is your IM for the week? And so let's just jump into this. Okay, so seasons of your business, that is our topic tonight. And I felt like this was so just appropriate and the perfect time to talk and discuss and train on the seasons of our businesses. Okay. I have notes here. So, if you've seen like looking down, that's exactly what I'm doing because I just don't want to miss anything. So let's talk about the seasons. Like, unless you're in Florida, like Jen, okay, we have all four seasons here in New England. so, um, so what when we talk about just like let's say here in New Hampshire, okay, if you're in New Hampshire, we have spring, summer, fall, winter, right? Well, there's a spring, summer, fall, and a winter in your business as well. Okay. And so those are the seasons. And so I'm going to go through the seasons of your business in that order. Okay. So like spring is when opportunity arises in your business. Okay. Spring is when, you are the planting of the seeds, right? Like think about this again. Like if you're a farmer, spring is when the farmers are planting the seeds, right? Spring is when, you see the local farm fields, they are, what is it, rototilling the soil, right? Like they are getting ready, they are planting those seeds. Okay. Like they are getting ready for the spring, the summer months that they are going to be growing their harvest. But it all has to start with a seed to grow the plant to get the harvest, right? So spring is the time where you're planting seeds, right? You are putting out content. You are staying super consistent in your business. You're taking advantage of the warmth in your business, right? Event season, right? Maybe, springtime is a great time. People want to get back out of the house. People are like excited to be, get starting to do events again, right? Spring is not a time of rest. Spring is a time of go. All right. Do I mean this is literally during the springtime? This is when this is happening? No, your spring, depending on like everybody's business seasons are different. Like you may be having a spring in your business right now, right? Um, or you may be later on, like you may be in your winter season. Okay. So all right, so that is spring. Again, spring is when we are planting seeds. We are super consistent. We're just hammering out content. And we're really just taking advantage of like excitement. And when we say excitement, like people are getting excited, people are wanting to know more about what you're going on, people are motivated to put themselves first, right? People are just like that spring fever. Okay. And they are coming to you because of your consistency, because of how you show up, because of the things that you put out there that motivates them, right? That they want to trust you, they want to invest in themselves with you, right? They want to do their journey with your support, side by side, right? Because your consistency of showing up. All right, let's talk about summertime in your business. Summertime in your business is when you're paying attention to those crops, right? Just like a farmer in the summer, they have to water and fertilize and weed and take care of those seeds every single day. They can't not show up and think that their seeds are going to grow. I mean, have y'all ever tried to grow a garden? Like, you cannot not water your garden. What happens if you don't water your garden? Your freaking plants will die. They're going to shrivel up and they're going to die. They're going to burn, right? They're going to die. If you're not fertilizing them, they're going to end up dying. They're going to go. All right. So funny story, true story. I had this great idea to do a vegetable garden one year, and I don't know if it was like where we put it or whatnot, but like my cucumbers are supposed to be long, right? A cucumber is supposed to be long. No, my cucumbers look like softballs, and they were yellow. I don't know what happened, but blatantly, I wasn't like cultivating. I wasn't fertilizing correctly. I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do to make sure that my crops were growing the way that they were meant to, right? The way that they were going to make a harvest at the end for me to reap the rewards. So again, summertime is like, it's a great time to be, we're doing trainings, right? Mentorship, we're pulling leaders up, right? Maybe you've got leaders within your team that are like, they are rocking and rolling, and they're like, okay, like this person, like time to pull them up. I'm going to put this person under my wing, et cetera, right? We're weeding, we're fertilizing, we're focused. We're focusing on your ideal clients, right? When it comes to those relationships that you're building, who are your ideal prospects that you're looking for in your business, your nourishing relationships, right? Like maybe you haven't gotten that person there yet to say yes, or yet to say, hey, you know what? I want to know more about what you do, and you talk about all the time. This is, again, a great time when it's the summer season of your business. It is that just relationships we're cultivating, we're building trust, right? We're taking care, we're fertilizing those seeds that we've been planting, okay, in your business. And, what is my value for my customers that I bring? This is a great time in your business where you're thinking about all of these things, okay? Again, I'm not referring to specific summertime in New Hampshire. This is when this is happening. I'm again, these are just seasons in your business. And I'm assuming already by now, you're probably like, you're thinking in your mind, like, oh, okay, like you can think of a summertime in your business, even if it wasn't actual summer outside, right? These are the seasons that your business is never going to constantly be doing this. It's just not. Like, that's just not real life, right? There's always peaks and valleys in your business. There's always highs and lows in your business, right? There's always different seasons of life or people, and it affects your business, but it's all normal. And a lot of times, like even right now, well, let me keep going, because I think a lot of you it's going to click, and you're going to relate to why I thought this was so important to do this tonight. But knowing the seasons of your business is just so important, to know that like things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you in your business, right? And when you feel like nobody cares anymore, nobody wants it, maybe this isn't for me, a lot of us, very common, and it happens to every single one of us, and I'm only going to speak on it because it's happened to me, gosh, I don't know how many times, you lose your why along the way, right? You get stuck, you get complacent, you end up in like your winter month, and it just becomes like really like you're like starting to feel like people are falling off, when in reality that's not what's happening. But let me continue. All right, so we've done spring, we've done summer. Let's talk about fall time in our business, okay? Fall time in our business, that's our harvest season, okay? Fall time in your business is your harvest season. What does that mean? All right, so your harvest season in your business is dictated on what you planted and took care of those seeds during the spring and the summertime, like seasons of your business, okay? If a harvest is not big, you did not talk to enough people, and you did not plant enough seeds. You can't think about it. If you are a farmer, you cannot plant 12 seeds and think that you're going to have this abundant harvest by the end of it, okay? Majority of seeds don't even bloom. Farmers literally plant hundreds of thousands of seeds in hopes to get even a half or a quarter of what they've planted, right? Because not every seed is going to turn into a plant. Not every seed is going to bloom, right? So it's the same thing in your business. You have to plant. You can't just talk to one person and then be discouraged when that person maybe isn't ready, right? You've got to be planting little seeds everywhere and just taking care of them, watering them, fertilizing them, etc. The work that you put in during the spring and summer is going to reflect in your fall, and it will be plentiful. Okay. So again, what we do now, when we talk about this all the time, what we do now reflects in our business 6 to 8 weeks from now. don't expect and think like, oh, I killed it this week, and be ticked off that next week, you know, your PPA isn't a 5 or a 10. It probably is going to be a 5 and a 10 in the following weeks to come, because of what you're doing today and your consistency of doing it, right? Showing up daily. But if you only go hard for a week and then fall off again, it's like, you know what I mean? Like your car's like, you're like pressing the gas pedal, taking off the gas pedal, pressing the gas pedal. You know what I mean? How fast are you really going to get there if that's how you're driving, right? You want to stay at consistent speed. So your fall time, your harvest season, is your time of celebration in your business. Okay. So again, that's when, like, you know, your PPA is like rocking it. Your paychecks are like, you're like seeing like a big increase in your paychecks, right? People out of nowhere, maybe somebody you talked to 3-6 weeks, 3-6 months ago, et cetera, all of a sudden are in your inbox going, okay, all right, girl, I'm ready. All right, let's do this. Like, I've been watching you for a long time. Now's the time, right? That is your harvest season. We've all had harvest seasons, okay? And I don't mean like maybe your harvest season was you got your refer to. Maybe that's where you're at in your business so far, right? Maybe your harvest season is that month you had a PPA of 5. Maybe you had a PPA of 10. Maybe, I mean, there's people in here that have had PPAs over 20. You know what I mean? That's a freaking harvest season, right? You're celebrating, you're on fire, you're fired up, you feel on top of the freaking world. Like, you are killing it, right? Like, that's your harvest season. But that is also a reflection of what you did in the previous months following up to, how you took care of those seeds during the spring and the summer parts of your business, right? How you watered, how you fertilized, how you did your follow-ups, how you stayed connected with people, how you continued to motivate and inspire other people. And that was by your daily acts of showing up again and staying consistent, because that also makes people go, I can trust that person. Like, they show up every single day, right? They're always showing up. They're always bringing me value. I always feel better when I go to, you know, see their posts. Like, that right there, again, is building trust, whether you don't even realize you're doing it or not. Okay. All right. So that's your fall season. Also, well, let's go into winter first. Okay. So winter season in your business is, it's very slow. To some may feel stagnant. Okay. Your checks may drop. You might feel like, you know, that voice in your head could turn into that like fight or flight, right? Oh my gosh, like, it's falling apart. I gotta go. Like, I don't know if this is for me anymore. You know what I mean? Like, don't panic. This is normal. Winter seasons in your business is normal. Okay. This is the time in your business where you don't jump ship. Okay. You don't decide, like, all of a sudden feel like this isn't for me anymore. You don't panic. Okay. This is your time of planning. All right. Your winter season is your time where you plan. This is when you slow down, you course correct, you realign, right? Jen, exactly. Like, girl, I get it. Like, my winter season's right now. Heck yeah. Like 100 full transparency. Like, my PPA is a goose egg right now, but I'm not like in panic mode, because I'm not surprised whatsoever. I actually was talking to Cameron earlier today, and we were actually talking about the detox, because FYI, we're definitely going to be doing the detox.
You're muted.
Oh, all right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm in the car. But Cameron and I were talking earlier, and I had said how, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. The detox.
Detox.
I was saying how, you know, we're going to do the detox January 1st, and like, I'm on a mission to get as many people as I can as possible to do the detox and start January 1st, because think about it. How many of you guys, like, I don't know about you guys, but my timeline, moms groups that I'm in, so many of them are posting like anonymously, because they don't want people to know that they're posting and sharing these things. But so many people are posting how stressed out financially they are. So many people are posting how are people affording, Christmas this year? Like, how are people affording this? I literally just read one on the way here. Like, and it is constant in my timeline, in my newsfeed right now. How stressed out people are financially. So, why is my radio on? Can you still hear me? Okay, I'll turn that down. So think about that. Like, if people are that financially stressed out going into Christmas and the holidays, the month of December, personal opinion, like, correct me if you think I'm wrong, the month of December is when people are not putting themselves first. The month of December is when they're literally putting everybody else first. Think about it. Everybody's so stressed about, what am I going to get for somebody else? What can I do for somebody else? Nobody's filling their own cup right now. Nobody is filling their own cup this month. Everybody is pouring, right? Next month is the month where everybody's going to go, oh my gosh. Okay. What is the theme of January? New year, new me, right? Like,
Jumpstart
this is when people are going to start to go, okay, I can pour in my own cup again, right? I can put myself first again. So again, if this is a winter season, if you're feeling what I'm saying right now, do not feel like it's just you. Don't feel like there's anything wrong in your business. This is literally the industry as a whole. This is what seasons are, and it happens every single year. Every year. And sometimes people go through cycles really fast, and it happens multiple times in a year. You may have more than one winter in your business in one calendar year. Okay. And that is normal. And so you just need to know that. So when you have a stagnant, slow, like, season in your business, it's not time for panic. It is time for realignment. It is time to get connected back with your why. It is time to readjust, slow down, like, plan. This is a great time to plan and go, okay, you know what? I have this many credits this month. Like, what can I do to incentivize or offer? What can I do to offer maybe my team? Maybe what can I do to put out to, offer to get some new customers on board? What can I do to plan in my own business to keep myself on the track, like in the next, 1, 2, 3, 6 months from now? How can you plan out some content maybe, right? This is the time to be really doing those types of things, okay? When you're in your winter season, is again that planning. Also in the winter, it's a great time to plan. It's a great time again to go to events, connect with mentors, okay, reach up, brainstorm together. We could even, if you guys wanted, we could do some of these where we're just literally brainstorming. We're coming up with ideas. Absolutely. Like, it doesn't always have to be like this. This is a great opportunity because I am sure I'm not the only one who feels like this is a winter season in your business right now. I feel like this is like the winterest of winter. Okay. But it's okay. And this is again, so, maybe like we'll set a day where in a time that works, and we'll come on and do one of these again, and we'll just kind of mastermind and brainstorm together. Okay. That's a great idea. Again, and then, but don't forget. So hold on. I'm going to step back and forth real quick because there's something else I wanted to share I want you to remember your business is always going to correct itself. Okay. Your business will always correct itself as long as you keep moving forward. Okay. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is broken in your business when it's wintertime. And you cannot be in a stagnant state of celebration. Think about that. I didn't mean stagnant, I meant constant. You cannot be in a constant state of celebration. We all want a freaking fall harvest, like celebrating, woo, like our paychecks to constantly climb to like we're bazillionaires and all of the things, but that's just not real life, right? That's just not how like sales industry ever flows. We cannot constantly stay in a state of celebration in your business. There always will be a spring, summer, fall, and a winter. Okay. But just remember that and course correct when it happens, and know how, like, as you're building forward, this, like, use the winter as like, this is the time where I get to take a step back, reevaluate, think about the last 6 months, 3 months, 30 days, whatever, you know, where could maybe you could have felt like, oh, you know what, I could have done a little better here. Or, you know, I saw like I'd really like to offer this like an incentive or something, like, you know, those things. Um, again, always remember after winter comes spring. After winter always comes spring. So again, like the winterest of winters are not going to last forever. So just remember that. And honestly, you're gonna like in this industry, especially in January, like, you know, there's always starts to be an uptake. It always starts to turn into spring in your industry because again, it's that new year, new me kind of thing. Okay. Um, spring is a sense of urgency. That's when, you know, like you want to go fast, right? You want to be, again, you're planting all of the seeds. So again, remember, okay, I'm going through those 4 seasons again. Spring is for planting. Summer is for taking care of your seeds. Fall is for reaping your harvest, and winter is is when you plan. And it's literally a cycle over and over and over, over and over and over. Okay. So again, know that like if you are in a winter season right now, it's okay. It's okay. You know, we have until the 18th of this month to rock out your VIP reset, the company-wide reset. Congratulations, Cameron. She has hit our VIP 400 on her way to an 800. Freaking rock star. And the thing is that again, like, you know, don't be afraid to follow up with your people. Cameron, her new promoter is an old customer and decided it's time to hit the switch the button. You know what I mean? So again, like, don't always get so overwhelmed of thinking like, oh my gosh, like your next promoter could be somebody that's been on these products loving them with you for a while. You know, like, have you ever asked them if they're interested in the business? Have you ever asked them if they're looking to make extra money right now? You know, have you ever like put it out in the table and like offered what you have to them versus stressing over you need constant new people all the time? You know, so there's always opportunity out there. And I want you to remember if you don't hit this VIP reset, like it's okay. It is okay. If you do, amazing. Freaking it's like incredible extra cash for the holidays. Like, hell yeah, everybody deserves it. But if you don't hit it, please, like, don't you dare get hard on yourself. Don't you dare feel like, you know, all this, you know, like any kind of like failure, you know, Debbie Downer mentality about you. It is not a reflection of you. It is not a reflection of your business. It is literally just a opportunity. We say the same thing when people join us for the first time in this business. Amazing. You guess what? You have the next 14 days to earn a belief check. And guess what? If you don't, it's not a big freaking deal. If you do, amazing. Cool. We're going to put some extra cash in your pocket really fast. But if you don't, it does not make or break your business. There's so many people in this company who have gone 4K, 12K, auto bonus earners, millionaires that never earned a VIP. Remember that. So again, how can we serve throughout the rest of the month? Who can we help? Who can we inspire? Who can we motivate? And you know what? Maybe your motivation, maybe you start to like, we know, I mean, just by listening, right? Listen when you look at your timeline. And I don't mean literally, but like when you're reading your people's posts, listen to what they're telling you. Listen to what they're sharing. Things are heavy for a lot of people right now. And honestly, for me, that I keep saying, it's all financial. It's a very heavy financial time right now. And you have an opportunity to help, right? You do. So, how can you just share that? How can you just inspire by that? You know what I mean? Tomorrow's payday. I had a girl who literally reached out to me the other day and said, I read your post about the which was last week's paycheck post about living paycheck to paycheck. And she goes, I read your post the other day about living paycheck to paycheck. She goes, I'm definitely interested in jumping on board. I just want you to give me a little bit more information. Like, you know, it was about being vulnerable and honest and sharing. And she read it and she completely related because I shared about the stress of credit cards being declined. I shared about the, the gas. I shared about like all of the things. I shared about what Christmas always felt like for me before this. And you know what? I'm not saying that like you can't share if like what if you only made $20 next week or tomorrow? What if you made $10? What if you made only $50? What if you made $500? You know what I mean? Like either way, $10 and $20 is more money than you had before. Do you know how much it cost me just to tonight to run over to my local like little grocery near my house? This is literally what I got. A loaf of bread, 3 green apples, and a thing of lettuce. It was $18. $18 for a loaf of bread, 3 freaking apples, and lettuce. 18 bucks. So even if your freaking paycheck is $20 tomorrow, you know what? You still can share that it covered those 3 essential things that maybe you need at the grocery store. Like, so again, right now I feel like is a time where we share to inspire in that way. We share to inspire a solution to what we have to offer. And like let's ramp up together and really like how many people can we get to do a detox starting January 1st? I feel it I feel it big that January 1st, I feel like we're going to have this really huge group and it's going to lead into this big new momentum of like sharing the detox, getting excited. People are like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's going to be flowing right into the springtime of our season of our businesses again. So right now we just plan. Who wants to start a detox January 1st? Who wants to do this with us? Like if we can get it like a good like my plan, honestly, I'd like to do some incentives for the group that starts January 1st. I'm going to come up with a couple of incentives and like where like I don't care who you are as long as you're within our organization, customer or promoter. They start January 1st. We do it for the 1st to the 10th of January, and everybody who does it and completes it goes into a raffle of some goodies, maybe a $50 in credits. And now guess what? That just covered that person's detox. They just detoxed for a 10-day detox for free. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, So let's think of like, let's start getting people excited because again, too, if you get somebody on a detox and then they flow into their 3 steps, watch out. They're going to feel like a freaking rock star. The detox alone is going to be incredible for them. It's going to, and think about it. Everybody right now they're either trying their best to be good or they're just like, F it. Because it's all holiday parties and Christmas parties and, you're going to work and there's cookies and this and that and all of the stuff. And there's so much temptation right now that people are like, you know what? Even if you are trying to be really good, you're still like, I just need to get past Christmas, right? To like get back on track. So everybody's feeling the same way. So just like, what do we have to offer? How can we inspire and how can we help others get through past Christmas and then, excited to pour back into their own cup again because that's what people need right now is they need to get through the hump of Christmas to be able to like invest back in themselves, to be able to put themselves first again and not feel selfish about it, right? Because that's kind of a season we're in during this month is I think people feel selfish to put themselves first because this month's all about giving, right? Giving and doing things for other people. So that being said, that's it. That's all I had to share tonight. I love you ladies. I believe that was everything. We covered our VIP. We've got until the 18th. Again, let's push that detox. And let me look at my calendar and we'll come up with a day to do some brainstorming and planning, to really like kick off next month with a big bang. All right, ladies, I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for again, this just goes to show that we can build a business anywhere, even sitting in a parking lot, And so this is something that most people are looking for. Think about that. People are looking for stuff like this where they can literally build a business, maybe take care of their family, maybe, run kids around like a taxi, whatever the case may be, fit it into their business and still be able to build a business, right? And we have that opportunity. Let's take a quick little picture. Not that this is all the best, but we're gonna work with it. And then have a wonderful night. Hold on, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, my gorgeous queens. I love you all so much. Thank you and have a wonderful night. Let me just end this recording.